5. Flirty signs. He can't hide when he's totally into you. 1. He creates reasons to touch you. Let me start with something that happened to me last month. I was at a coffee shop, and this guy I'd been talking to for a few weeks kept finding the most random excuses to touch my arm. When he laughed at my jokes, his hand would lightly brush my shoulder. When he passed me my drink, his fingers would linger on mine just a second longer than necessary. At first, I thought I was reading too much into it, but then I realized this is exactly what men do when they're attracted to someone. When a man is genuinely into you, he won't be able to resist creating small, seemingly innocent moments of physical contact. He's not going to grab your hand and declare his feelings, but he will find ways to be close to you. Maybe he'll gently touch your back when guiding you through a door, or playfully nudge you when he's teasing you. These aren't random gestures. They're his subconscious way of building a physical connection with you. Here's what makes this behavior so telling. Men don't do this with everyone. If you notice he's constantly finding excuses to touch you but doesn't do the same with other women around him, that's your green light. His body is literally drawn to yours, and he can't help himself. Pay attention to how often he initiates contact in your next interaction. If it happens more than twice in one conversation, he's definitely feeling something. And here's a little secret. You can test this by giving a small touch back. If he smiles or seems more relaxed when you do, you've got your answer. 2. His eyes. Give him away. Now, let me tell you about something that's absolutely fascinating and completely beyond his control. What happens to his eyes when he looks at you? I learned this the hard way when I kept missing obvious signs because I wasn't paying attention to the right things. When a man is attracted to you, his pupils automatically get larger. This isn't something he can fake or control. It's a biological response to seeing someone he's interested in. The next time you're face to face with him in normal lighting, take a quick glance at his eyes. Do his pupils look bigger than usual? Does he seem completely focused, like he's hanging on every word you say? But it goes beyond just pupil dilation. A man who's into you will hold your gaze longer than he would with anyone else. He might glance down at your lips when you're talking, or you might catch him looking at you when he thinks you're not paying attention. This isn't creepy behavior. It's focused, thoughtful attention because he's genuinely interested in taking everything about you in. I remember this one time. I was talking to a guy at a party, and I noticed he kept maintaining eye contact even during the natural pauses in our conversation. Most people look away during those moments, but he didn't. Later, I realized this was because he was completely captivated. During your next conversation with him, maintain eye contact for just a second longer than feels comfortable, then look away with a small smile. If he's interested, you'll notice his energy shift, and he might even lean in closer. This simple move can create an instant moment of tension that lets you gauge his interest level. 3. He mirrors you without realizing it. This one is my absolute favorite because it's so subconscious that even he doesn't know he's doing it. When a man is genuinely connected to you, he'll start copying your movements, speech patterns, and even your energy levels. Psychology calls this mirroring, and it happens when someone feels deeply in sync with another person. Here's how you'll notice it. You take a sip of your drink, and a few seconds later, he does the same. You lean forward to say something, and without thinking, he leans in too. You cross your arms, and moments later, his posture shifts to match yours. It's like an invisible dance between you two, and it's one of the strongest indicators of genuine attraction. I once had a friend tell me about a date where she realized the guy was unconsciously matching her facial expressions. When she smiled, he smiled. When she raised her eyebrows while making a point, he did the same thing without even realizing it. She said it felt like they were completely tuned into each other, and she was right. That's exactly what mirroring indicates. This behavior shows up in conversation patterns too. If you speak more softly, he might lower his voice to match yours. If you're animated and use hand gestures, he might start doing the same. When someone mirrors you, their mind is telling their body to sync up with yours because they feel a deep connection. Test this deliberately by changing your posture slightly during your next conversation. Cross your arms, then uncross them a minute later. Lean back, then lean forward. If he starts adjusting his position to match yours, without realizing it, you've got solid proof he's tuned into you on a deeper level. 4. He teases you in a special way. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you. When a man really likes you, he often shows it through playful teasing. But this isn't just any kind of teasing. It's specific, gentle, and always comes with a smile. This behavior confused me for years until I understood what was really happening. When a guy teases you, he's creating emotional tension in a fun, light-hearted way. He might joke about how you always order the same drink, or playfully call you out on something small like the way you laugh at your own jokes. The key here is that this teasing is never mean-spirited. It's his way of creating shared moments and private jokes between just the two of you. I remember this guy who used to tease me about how I always got dramatic when talking about my favorite TV shows. At first I thought he was making fun of me, but then I noticed he would smile right after and watch my reaction carefully. He wasn't trying to hurt my feelings. He was trying to create a unique dynamic between us that didn't exist with anyone else. Here's the crucial difference. If a man is teasing multiple women the same way, he's probably just naturally playful. But if he's singling you out with specific, personalized teasing that makes you both laugh, he's flirting. He's trying to build chemistry while keeping things light and fun. The next time he teases you, tease him right back in the same playful spirit. If he lights up and continues the back and forth banter, you're both officially flirting. This playful energy is one of the best ways to build attraction naturally. 5. Future talk means he's feeling you. This last sign might be the most telling of all, and it's something I wish I had recognized earlier in my dating life. When a man is genuinely interested in you, he starts mentioning the future in ways that quietly include you. He's not going to propose on the second date, but he will start weaving you into his future thoughts without even realizing he's doing it. Listen for comments like, "You'd love this hiking spot I went to last summer. We should check it out." Or, "There's this music festival coming up that would be so fun for us to go to together." These aren't random statements. They're his mind naturally placing you in his life beyond just today. What's fascinating about this behavior is that men usually don't talk about the future with women they see as temporary. If he's only looking for something casual, he'll keep conversations focused on immediate plans. This weekend, next week, at most. But when he starts casually mentioning things months away or activities you could do together someday, his brain is telling you something important. He sees potential for something real. I learned this lesson when I was talking to a guy who kept mentioning concerts and events happening months later, always phrasing it as something we could do. At the time, I didn't think much of it, but looking back, his language was showing me exactly how he felt. He was already imagining a future that included me. Pay attention to his language over the next few conversations. Does he say, "you should," or does he say, "we should"? When he mentions future events or activities, does he include you naturally in those scenarios? If yes, that's a man who's thinking long-term. You can even test this by mentioning something you'd like to do someday and see if he responds with enthusiasm about doing it together. Here's what I want you to remember from everything I've shared today. Men might not always say how they feel directly, but their actions will always reveal the truth. When a man is genuinely attracted to you, his body language, his energy, and his behavior will give him away every single time. You don't have to spend your time wondering and overthinking anymore. Look for these 5 behaviors: the casual touching, the intense eye contact, the unconscious mirroring, the playful teasing, and the future-focused language. If you're seeing more than one of these signs consistently, there's a very good chance he's already caught feelings and is just working up the courage to make it obvious. But here's my final piece of advice. While it's helpful to recognize these signs, don't get so caught up in analyzing every interaction that you forget to simply enjoy the experience. The best connections happen when both people are relaxed, authentic, and present in the moment. The right man won't just show you these subtle signs, he'll eventually make his intentions clear because he won't want to risk losing someone special. Until then, these behaviors will help you navigate those early stages with confidence, knowing exactly where you stand. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more such content.